Alright guys, welcome back to Everyday Reviews 101, and today you guys can see we have another lens review that is a following to the last lens review that I had up, the 18-135 lens. If you haven't checked that out, you might want to just jump back to it. There's not going to be an annotation, so if you want to, you can, and if not, I'm not forcing you to check it out. Anyway, today we are focusing on the Canon EF 50mm f1.8 Mark II. Now, this lens is a real bargain. It retails for, I believe, just a little bit over 100, and you can find it for about 90 bucks or 80 bucks on eBay and Amazon secondhand. This lens is a real bargain, and I don't see why you shouldn't have it in your bag. If you want a 50 and you don't have money to spend, this is the 50 to go. And if you don't have a 50 in your bag, I don't see why you shouldn't get one. It's only 100 bucks. It's a real great value. And yeah, so this of course is the Mark II version, which has some improvements over the Mark I, but I wouldn't really know. So I'm just going to review the Mark II the way I know the Mark II to be. It's got this nice 52mm filter thread up front, which is rather small, and I would have preferred to see something a little bit bigger, like a 62, but 52 for the size of the lens, it's just super compact. And if I roll this lens to the side, you can see how small the lens really is. Taking off the rear back cap, you can see that the lens is a really small lens, and just really good to have on your camera. Anyway, on the back it is a plastic mount, it's not metal, but you know, what could you expect for 100 bucks on a lens? It is phenomenally good image quality. The lens itself doesn't really have much on the exterior. It has a simple autofocus manual focus switch and your little red dot to line it up with your EF mount. So that's really it. So what's the reason you buy this lens? You buy this lens because either you have, like the last lens review, an 18-135 3.5 to f5.6 lens, and you want to shoot in low light. This lens, it opens up to 1.8, which is a huge advantage for low light shooting. It is the lens I go to and grab when I'm shooting in a situation that I need something lower than f2.8. So I grabbed the 1.8. I know it's not, at first looks, it's not the most appealing lens. It's an all plastic body. It's all black. It's very, very to itself, very discreet lens. But as you use it, you get to learn a little bit from the lens. Not only is it a beautiful lens to shoot with, it's very within everybody's price range. Everybody should be able to afford this lens. If you don't see a reason to get it and you have money lying around and you're interested in photography, get it just because it is fun to use. It is different. It's not gonna let you zoom. You're gonna have to walk to your target. You're gonna have to really work for the shot, and it really does bring you back to the humble grounds of photography, in my opinion. So before we get done with this video, because there isn't much to say, let's talk about the pros and cons. Pros of the lens: it's cheap, the images are tack sharp. It's just beautiful, the lens, for the price. You couldn't beat it, in my opinion. The cons of the lens, there are a couple to them. One of it is it's all plastic body. If you're rough with it, you drop it. If you drop any lens, it could break. But this one, I think it's more prone to breaking just because of the plastic shell. Another con is on the back of the lens. Like I showed you, there is a full plastic mount, which means I don't think it could break, but it's just not as nice as the metal mount. And lastly, the autofocus motor makes a very loud buzzing sound when focusing. But if you can look over the three cons and look for the the beautiful image quality and the price tag of it, I don't see why you shouldn't get one. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and keep an eye out on the channel. I'll be reviewing a couple of other products, and since it's summer, there is going to be a lot more videos up on the channel. So thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.